I was in the US to be with my family for the high holidays. They lived on the West Coast. And Friday evening at around 5 p.m., I heard my kibbutz WhatsApp groups going crazy. And I was shocked from what I saw. I saw people saying that they were hearing shootings, and another person said, we haven't heard from my dad since 7 a.m. and his car is still here. I was shot in the arm and I'm bleeding. Somebody please save me. Please, they're burning the house and we're stuck in the safe room. And I got really confused, and like I was watching a movie or something, a horror movie. And then they said something about the terrorists are speaking Hebrew, so don't believe anybody except the military. And at that point, I realized we're dealing with terrorists. Up until that moment, I didn't. So I called a really good friend of mine at the kibbutz, like a younger brother. And I said to him, Omer, how are you doing? What's going on? And he said, oh, I got shot in the hand, but I'm in the safe room now and everything is okay. The blood is clotting, everything is good. And I said, okay, please take care of yourselves. 2 hours later, he was murdered. And then I realized that I was operating like a drone that's flying over an event at my community, my family, and there's nothing I can do. I pretty much exploded with fear and worry. And 5 days later, I was in Israel, in Gan Yavne at my friend's house. On top of me feeling guilty about not being there when all of my friends were being slaughtered, there was this guilt feeling about leaving my parents and going to Israel while all of this mess is happening. It's the type of trauma that one doesn't talk about usually, and it's the trauma of the witness, the person who wasn't there, that has seen, really like a drone, was flying over the community, seeing everything going on live as it was happening. And I could say, yes, they were killed right in front of my eyes, because once I was told that those people who said that their house was burning, and then everybody said that everything's gone and they're gone, you know that these people were burnt alive. If I were to take one snapshot of what I imagined in my head as I was reading these WhatsApp messages, it would be probably that song about the Holocaust, that the town is burning and nobody is giving a hand or helping out, a helping hand. And it would be towers of smoke, the scent of death, and the sounds that are like a phantom. So I would hear my friend Gila speaking, but I know inside that she and her husband and her son are gone. And that's the snapshot. It would be a portion of that song. I don't compare what happened to the Holocaust. It can't be compared. It's a totally different thing. But the words, the lyrics of that song, that's what I see when I think about it. And I try not to. But people always show me, oh, did you hear that we saw this on the trip to Kfar Aza and we saw that? And I kind of feel like, what are you doing? You're turning my home into a safari. Like everybody wants to go and see the burnt houses and to see where people were killed and tortured and raped, and where babies' heads were butchered, and I'm angry every night, the last seconds before I fall asleep. This is what I see. I see burnt people. I see burnt houses. I see people screaming, people dying, people getting killed. I went to only one funeral, and I almost collapsed there, so I decided not to go to any more funerals. I just couldn't. And when people tell me, I can't wait for us to get back to who we were, and I say, no, everything is going to be completely different from now on. 79 people that were murdered, and then we had, I think, about 18 that were kidnapped. We still have 6 out. When Hanukkah came around and everybody gathered at the hotel to light the Chanukiah, I remember standing there thinking, wait, but it's still Simchat Torah. I'm not going to give up. I'm definitely going to be still standing, even with tears all over me.